Now, let's watch as this teacher evaluates the student's composition skills. She also determines the next steps to take with the student, circling the skills on the checklist for emphasis.
My next piece of my writing evaluation checklist is going to be the composition, so really what's making up her writing. My first one here is topic knowledge, and if I look here, her title is My First Soccer Game. And I'm going to just glance through, and she definitely does know a lot about her topic, but her thoughts tend to be very redundant. She's repeating her actions very quickly, and they're really saying the same thing. So I'm going to score her a basic here. My next composition is vocabulary and word choice. So I want to see if my student is using a variety of words within her vocabulary instead of just repeating the same ones. And so if I look here, she's using soccer a lot, soccer game, and field. And I want to see her use probably different vocabulary that has to do with her soccer game and things that she's doing at the game, maybe adding in some sensory details or some things that can provide her readers with some imagery. So I'm going to score her poor there. My next one is sentence formulation. I want to look and see, do her sentences make sense? Do they all have a subject and a predicate? And are they in a spot where my reader can easily put them together? So if I again read the first one, first I woke up, then I put my clothes, and then I eat after. I'm seeing that she's not using the correct tense in her verbs, and she's also just keeping her sentences to become run-ons. So I'm definitely going to score her poor there because I know that she can really work much more with her sentence structure. My next composition piece is the grammar and usage. So I want to look again at her tenses and also how she's utilizing them in her sentences. So I think we had a lot of verbs that were incorrect with her tenses in each of these sentences, and in this first one, then I eat after, we obviously want that to be ate. So I think I'm going to give her a poor there. My next one, organization of ideas. And I think this is one that my student did very well with. As you can see, she does use her transition words very frequently. I see first, then, I see then again, and then I also see her finishing with then. Even though she's using only 2 transition words, I'm going to score her higher on that because I can see that she understands the idea of putting her ideas in order. When I conference with her, I will speak with her about maybe using different transition words so I don't see that then repeated as often as she's doing. But I think this is definitely one of her strengths. My last one here is audience awareness. So let's take a look at if she is aware of her readers and if she's providing them with as much information as she can, really trying to hit those sensory details, possibly some imagery pieces. So if I look through here, her language is very repetitive and I'm not getting a real sense of where she is, what she's doing, details like what she's eating for breakfast, what color her soccer game jersey is, where the field is. So I'm going to score her a little bit lower down there at basic. So this is how I would fill out my evaluation checklist. The last part of the evaluation checklist is the progress notes, which basically provides a summary for you as the teacher on all of these markings here. In any type of conference or paperwork, I think it's important to always try to focus on the positive aspect first. So that's why I did start with the organization of ideas, which you can see here, she scored proficient, which was her highest score. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to probably focus on 2 scores from my poor section that I really want to focus on when I end up conferencing with the student. I don't want to have all of these things written down here or even when I'm speaking with that student because I don't want to overwhelm her with all of the negativity. So I'm just going to focus on 2 things. Let's focus on one in foundational writing skills. And for her, I think the first thing we want to tackle is this punctuation piece. So I'm going to write a sentence about her punctuation here. And why I'm focusing on that punctuation piece, as I wrote down here, is as you can see here, first I woke up, then I put my clothes, and then I eat after. So the student really struggles with putting her complete sentences on paper and putting her thoughts into her writing. So I want her to focus on that punctuation. If she added periods here and her capitalization, then we would be able to see her thoughts a lot more clearly than we already do. Then I want to focus on one more aspect of the composition piece that she does struggle with. And I think the most important here for this student is definitely her sentence formulation. And what I mean by that is her sentence formulation. Do her sentences make sense? Are they complete? Does she have a subject and then a predicate? And just using this first part that I've been referencing frequently, the first I woke up, then I put my clothes, and then I eat after. We don't have subjects and predicates or any complete thoughts. So I would like her to focus on that aspect as well.